Okay, so let's just redo this real quick. I think I just did the armor twice. There we go. Now we'll head out. And we will head back to Ardskellig. This spot, I think we were saying, looked like probably the best fit. Okay. And it does still seem kind of weird to me that you're able to fast travel between islands like that, when once upon a time, you know, we had to sail over there and it was a big deal, especially for Unvik at least. Okay, so where do we actually go from here, though? Let's mark it. We want to go here. Oh, is this the place where we ran into that Catacan that was really tough? I think it was. I think so. That was a higher level enemy, for sure. May suggest that these are generally going to be higher level enemies in this area. Hold on. Higher level trees as well, in fact. So, brace ourselves. Did upgrade our armor and weapon at the blacksmith, so that could give us a little bit of a boost. I think that is actually somewhat sizable upgrade there. See what we run into here, though, because at least at the moment it is largely just mountains. Whoa, it's probably this. Can we get there without falling to our death? Is my next question. Because that looks awfully steep. This looks a little less steep over here. And this is one of those things where, sure, as the crow flies, it looks like the direction we were, or the fast travel spot we chose to go to might have been the quickest, but was it really in practice? Oh. Hold on. Oh. Okay, not sure what you were doing here, buddy, but those look like some nice boots. They are not quite as good as what we have going on right now. So we'll stick with what we have, but at least options to sell. Are those enemies? Those are enemies. Mostly just looking for a way down, though. It actually is here. Wait, hold on. Hold on, though. Is this the same place where we were before? Just want to make sure we're not missing any. I think it is, right? Because we're looking back at it. Yeah, I think we just end up following this path down and loop around this way. These are going to be, what? Harpies and Arinyas? We actually haven't fought too many of them. At least not Arinyas, certainly not. Can we use the horn on them as well? Does this work? Or does it only work for sirens? I think it might only work with sirens, based on how it seems as though all these guys are... Well, they may be choosing to go down here, but not like they all magically fell to the ground. Please stop sidestepping. That's rude. Instantly fried. Okay. Fire damage does the trick. Ultimately, lots of crafting materials. Okay. So, let's see. In theory, we are actually looking to go this way. Oh, right. Well, this was the end of the path. Which, sure, give us this... Oh, actually, this is this spot. Oh. When the sun peaks in the skies, seek where shadows end lies, where light into darkness folds, you'll find treasures untold. Huh. Hold on. So, at a certain time of day, you look through here at where the shadow falls, and that will give you good loot. So it was theoretically a treasure hunt, although we didn't actually get any kind of update from it. I mean, it could be that it's actually this spot here that we were planning on going to anyway. Not out of the question. What time of day was it saying, though? Is it like sunset or sunrise? Let's double check. Let's just double check real quick. Gonna be a quest item? Also, I already forget the name of it. Is it just notes? In which case, that's not gonna be terribly easy to find. Not feeling so inclined to look through all of these right now to find the one thing. I mean, we have read it as well. Yeah, and I don't know. Or was it poem? Might have been poem. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm thinking we just check out the place where we were planning on going. Could be that that happens to be where that was going to be pointing anyway. In which case, we'll be fine. We'll just get it anyway. Not this, is it? Oh, also I just reorganized things. All right, never mind. We're just gonna go down. And I do think, no, this is still too steep, right? This is where we were looking at. Well, maybe. Yeah, I think we can make this work actually. Okay, hold on. Just want to double check which direction we're supposed to be sliding in. In theory, further to the right, actually. Over here. Can we land on top of this castle? We might have been able to. In fact, might still be able to. Yes, we can. Okay. Not really sure we were supposed to do that way. In fact, I'd be almost certain that we were not. Because I'm not sure if there's a way down to the rest of this castle area from here. And this might be a little steeper. This might be a little steeper. Okay. Looks like, at the very least, we're gonna be running into some more harpies, though. Now, hold on. I just wanted to finish off your friend. Can you just let me do that for a second here? Blast everything hard while you're an inch away from our face. Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. Not done here. Carol, can you swing a sword? Thank you. I swear, I was pressing the sword swing button. But Carol had other ideas. Maybe it's, you know, the whole mountainy thing. Messing with him a bit. Okay. Now let us loot. Okay. And let's see if we can find the normal entrance to this establishment, which probably still is not here. Actually listed as a monster den. Okay. I think there's going to be a main entrance over here. Yeah. What kind of monster den are we going to be looking at, though? Let's save real quick. An invisible wall? Question mark? Okay, sure. Just hop over that invisible ledge. Definitely something down here. In fact, those owls, it look like? Ghouls or owls?
Ugly bastard.
Owls. Okay. Level 21 is a pretty good fit for us, but they can be kind of dangerous. Okay, again, there's just like tons of invisible walls here, seemingly. I'd love to get some of you out here and not have to fight you in this little confined place. That's not great, especially not with owl ghouls. With all your spikes and whatnot, I'd like to be able to see that, so we aren't, you know, killing ourselves through the basically reflect damage. Also, you can heal, so know, like, not finishing you off is potentially a problem. This one doesn't have the spikes out. Oh, except for that hurt. Okay, that one down. Let's taxi you. Shoot you up. There we go. At the last of these ones here, I think it may be. Algals can drop some decent stuff. Right, this is looking like another torch situation. I switched it. Oh, okay. I don't know what potion I just activated, but I activated something. Could ignite this as well. Oh, this does wind around, in fact. Okay, hold on. One step at a time here. One step at a time. Okay. Don't really need the rotting flesh, but I did also just want to see if there's anything else over here, because this is a pretty huge area. Of course, we did happen across the higher elevations, higher levels of this place before. Can we get up here? Geralt does not seem to want to climb that. Oh? Okay, yeah, on second thought, there is not an actual floor there. I don't think we want to do that. Anything here, though? This also looks like a false alarm. Don't think so. Maybe you can do this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hardcore potential, yes, but I think likely we just get ourselves into more trouble than it's worth. And possibly for quite literally nothing. So let's head in here, which seems like the primary way we're supposed to go. Whoa! That looked like that was going to be a much deeper drop than that. Yeah, I would like either a torch or a cat potion here. What did we activate? We activated the succubus potion for the increased damage over the course of the fight. Okay. Where did our torch go, though? Thought we had that on. Hold on. It's on here, and I'm doing the directional button to try to switch this. Oh, hold on. Now will you let me? Now you let me, okay. There we go. Guessing more algals. In which case, let's get the Gwen back on. Oh, hold on. Please get this out. Yes. Axie is what I'm looking for. Yep, we got a few of you. Get rid of one of them, ideally. Oh, what? I can't use this. Oh, you can't strong attack when you have the torch out, apparently. And whenever we do a sign, we have to temporarily put the torch away. But Algul's down.
Ugly bastard.
Oh, hold on. Yep, I heard something else here. Thought we heard monster den. Usually means multiple, Harold, please put your sword back out. No, what? Did you just headbutt an Algul? Please draw your sword. I'm also not sure if it's the right one. I don't think it is. Hold on. Switch swords. That's more like it. Okay. So I think we might continue to run into more of these guys unless and until we actually destroy the monster den, which I thought was over here somewhere. Okay. This did seem like this was going to be tied to some kind of Witcher gear. This is a silver sword for Bear School. Hold on. Oh. We did get this. We did not get this. Phosphorus is good. I think those other things are probably the likes of which we already have, but red mutagen's also not bad. Okay. Yeah, I thought there was still a monster den here. Let's just double check our map. I thought that's what I saw. It's grayed out, but we didn't actually destroy any nests. We certainly fought our fair share of monsters. But we didn't do anything to destroy nests. That's a little unusual. That usually is something that we need to do. Okay. Sure. I guess we keep moving then. And unfortunately, I don't think that was anything that was directly tied to that other note that we saw earlier. And unless if we just explore this general area pretty thoroughly, then we may happen across it by happenstance. I mean, we may be about to do anyway. Exploring, at least, that is. Let's take a look at how much space there is. How much else we might be looking to get. Yeah, because there is a lot of ground to cover around here. Like, all this wooded area here, we've not yet seen. So it could really be anywhere in there. This question mark is the next thing that we would want to make a point of targeting. But I think maybe we do deliberately go down to the southern-ish and eastern-ish part of this wooded area here and get close to the whale graveyard, because we have been there before. Then we'll start going along the coastline to the custom marker here. The question mark here, really. Not sure we're going to find much along this mountainy pass here. Have we tried this little broken down village here? Not even sure we've been there yet. Looks like it might be big enough that we'd expect to find something like a fast travel spot. Or at least something there. Like an abandoned site. But one step at a time. Okay, just keep our eyes peeled here. It's mostly looking up the mountain, not down. A little bit easier to see up the mountain than down, what with all the trees over here. But, okay. Let us see. Okay, definitely monsters here. Can't tell what kind from here, though. Not even picking them up on our Witcher senses. What is that? Actually, what is that? Is that a necker? I have no idea what that is. Can't tell from the shape. And then if we start going over here, then I think we are approaching the whale's graveyard. Just double check. Kinda. I mean, that is probably what we're seeing. To a certain extent, the edge of it. Okay. It is awfully dark. Also, the fact that our torch is still lighting, even when it is very much raining, is a little bit interesting, but it's actually growing. I do kind of like the ground dead. If they're high enough level, we might still be getting some experience out of fighting them, and they do give better mutagens, at the very least. You get hit. Like, they're a lot better than drowners, like here, the red mutagens. A lot better than drowners, at least, for that reason. But I'd have to check at this point if we are a high enough level that we're actually getting minimal experience out of them, or if it is at least somewhat notable. I mean, most random enemies are giving almost nothing, right? Okay. So I think at this point, we go more along the coastline, see what we can find. We did catch sight of those other enemies before that I was saying I didn't really know what kind of enemies they were. And in theory, we're right around here somewhere. Yeah. Are they neckers? I just want to know. No, they're bandits, actually. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we just got you a little mixed up for monsters, is all. Yeah, you gotta... Oh, well, that's an explosive barrel, but do you have any loot? Or is it just fire you got here? Because that may be it. Oh, it is just that. Oh, it was vibrating for a second. Not sure why. Starting to go back up the mountain. Just trying to be a little bit thorough here, because we know that there may very well be something in this area. kind of doing it well, we're trying to explore this area, see if there's anything, and we might come across that chest or whatever loot it might be that we heard about from the poem. That'd be nice if that were to happen, but it probably would be more efficient if we could track down exactly what that poem was and figure out where exactly it was directing us. But I think we were going to head over this way anyway. What is that? That's a raid. Multiple raids, in fact. Hold on. I thought that was Quen. This is what I want. And we will want Yurden for this. Hello. I think there was another one. Hello. Coming closer. Ideally, you would go into our Yurden. We don't drop another. Okay. Sure. Now, is there anything over here would be my next question. No, this is back where we came from. More big whales, but oh, hold on. Well, I mean, that's not much. Sheen? Don't think we've seen much of that, though. Mostly just herbs here. Anything else in this wreckage? Hiding underneath that? I think so. I don't think so. These are all herbs. Okay. I think we got everything over here. Those are again herbs. Oh, hold on. Hold on. That's a little something. As is that. As is that. Don't know if that was the loot that thing was referring to. There's also a little bit here that we may have already gotten. Yeah, we did. Okay. Now we just go straight shot along the coast. Back to where those wraiths were. See if there's anything else interesting over there. Anything any further along the way. And we'll start making it closer to that question mark that we have on the map. And our custom marker. That is not anything. This is... Yeah, you know, we'll just take apples from dead bodies. As is our usual practice. Okay, that's something. That, not really. Another raid? Here's something over there. It is. Okay. I mean, it seems like they just respawn after a certain amount of time. Not really sure we need to make a point of finding them again. That thunder is loud, though. Okay, also, don't really need to be fighting a whole pack of wolves, although we did kind of just walk straight up to them, so did kind of ask for it. Let's head back down here, though. Got a pathway over here. And an interesting arch. Hold on, where is this? This looks like something. It is the end of this path. That in theory would have led us all the way back to the miners' camp. So... Okay, yeah, and if we were to go through that archway, that's around where the question mark is, so that's probably not a coincidence that we're seeing something that looks nifty over there. We'll see if there's anything else around here. Yeah, because I definitely think there could be. Good stuff with that. That's decent loot. Anything hiding here? Yeah, come on, Geralt. Come on, Geralt. You can do it, bud. I think those are all just herbs. Anything else over here? What is that? It was just plants blowing in the wind, and that's probably the wraith we saw earlier. For a second, it looked like some of those plants moving looked like horses, and I was like, huh? What's the deal with that? Where do they come from? Look like ghost horses? What? Excuse me? giant's toes. In truth, simply a normal rock formation shaped by centuries of wind and water, islanders believe Ouroboros punished giants who opposed his will by turning them into these stones. Okay, I mean, it is a fast travel spot in what would have otherwise been a pretty remote location, so it is nice in that regard. Is there actually anything up here? I'm doubtful. Especially if we get stuck here. Come on, Geralt. Make up your mind. Just want to find some way around the other side of these little rocks here to see if there is anything for us to check out, but I don't think there is. Come on. I don't think so. Back this way. What about with these? More herbs and monsters on the shore. Maybe we just turn our attention to them. Bandits? Pirates, in fact. Okay. It's Ardia. Once we have the, stamina to do that. Hacha! Oh dear. That was intense. Yeah, I think there are, in fact, yes, archers from over there trying to peck away at us. Did we take you out? We do. Okay, so it's looking like this question mark was probably a bandit camp. Sure, that works too. Oh, what's the matter? Well, come on, bring it on. Oh, well, you're gonna have to try a little harder than that. Or that. Or that. Sorry, buddy. I mean, you'd think, what would you be standing in water, that you might, like, go in that water, and you could solve the whole I'm on fire problem pretty quickly, pretty easily. Some people, though. Okay, so it looks like they may have their fair share of loot over here. Let's focus on getting the loot from them directly first. Then we'll check out this stuff here. Looking like this is probably the big one. This actual chest. Sulfur, pearl, glowing ore. Titan shell. Burden, archers, gambeson. I don't think is very good. And some alcohol. Yeah, that is the big chest there. Anything else along with that? Yeah, a little bit. Bison grass is actually kind of hard to get. Okay. Oh, more still. We'll have to check that crossbow. I think most of the crossbows we've seen have been higher rarity than that. Oh, wrong one. So I'm a little skeptical, but it's a high enough level, it could be an upgrade. No, it's not. Level 3. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, that's just Hornwort. More pirates, though. It's not really what I meant to do. Can we like, crossbow you from here? That'd be pretty hilarious. But I suppose we'll go back to more of this. Oh, you aren't done yet. Now you are. What's up, bro? What's the matter? You want more? Hey, I mean, that can be arranged. You insist. Okay. There are more still. Makes me wonder if this is just like a huge piratey area. It certainly seems like it. Okay, you guys are both archers. Well, great time to stop blocking. Go on. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. What's the matter? Don't like the whole ranged attacks thing? Tell me about it. Yeah, I think you're right. Still more further along this way. At this point, I'm curious, is there anything else further along that we know about? I mean, we're facing the opposite direction here, but it would take us further along this coastline. I mean, don't really think we were expecting anything else here. I think I was largely just looking at this mountainish range here and thinking this was probably going to be largely a dead zone. So, I suppose for that reason, happy to see that it seems as though there may be more. You guys, yeah, do look a little different. You're bandits, and you're much stronger than the pirates. Level 24 is actually right around our own level. Might need to take you a little more seriously in that case. You have any ranged friends? And one down. Like The Witcher 1 all over again. Just arm them, get them stunned to the point where they can't do anything. Rinse, repeat. You, though, with the shield. I think Axie is actually preferable. Yeah, probably. Oh, dear. Was that really necessary, Geralt? I don't think it was. Okay, this little area here seems like it might be big enough that we might find something. Also looks like it might be low enough that we could actually climb onto it. We couldn't really do with the other ones. I mean, the shipwreck over there would certainly be worth investigating, I think. Not immediately seeing anything on this side. Let's try this side. Negatory, I do believe. Okay. That's just more herbs. But I would like to check this out. There are definitely people there as well. Are they going to be more bandits? They could be. Pirates, something like that. Oh, a quest, in fact. Definitely worth heading over here, it would seem, then. Well, they've become pirates. They're level 24, okay. That does seem like that's sort of the theme here. Certainly stronger enemies. Ooh. Let's stick with the art theme here. I like switching it up every now and again. Excuse me. That's not cool, though. You can't do those combos that we're trying to do. That's not allowed. Only we're allowed to do that. That was a whip. What that was. Get rid of some of you. Good. You're frozen. At least were. Okay.
Someone's entire fortune here. Lost almost. Some of the cargo's intact. Could be an owner waiting for news of its whereabouts. A grateful owner willing to pay a finder's fee.
Okay. Yeah, so my guess is then that we could have potentially found that owner first and then learned about this location. Or, in this situation, obviously we found the people first and now it's a matter of going back to find the owner.
Clan Brockvar's emblem.
Ah, back to Spiker maybe? Spiker
It doesn't look at all like it was smashed in a storm. Someone chopped it open with an axe.
Huh? What the heck? Let's take a look. So, it was Finders Keepers. Ask the shopkeeper in Clan Brockvar village on the Spiker Route about... No! Not the shipwreck cargo. We were just there! Okay. I mean, given how we can fast travel from one island to the other, it's not a huge problem. I'm actually curious, which town? It is Sporlag. Okay. I mean, we were there, so I'm surprised we didn't learn about it while we were there. But, okay. Just make sure there's not anything else here for us to do. And yeah, definitely worthwhile for us to poke our head in this direction. I don't think there's anything down there. Okay. So now I think we head back over here. And this is more what I was expecting to see on this area. Just a huge mountain without much in it. So largely an area that we are just going to not explore because there wasn't really anything to explore. Hold on. This is the bulldog. Whoa! Okay. Hello, Griffin School here. Armor, gauntlets, trousers, boots, you name it. We got it. So that would suggest that eventually we would have found our way over here. For one of those treasure hunts, if nothing else. And then, is there actually a way up here? I mean, yes, but we did, of course, see what awaits us on the other side. Well, can we actually get up there? We may not be able to stay up there. But, yeah, that looks like it's mostly mountains up there and maybe not much of note. So, even if we can't make this happen, then I'm not too concerned. Now, like, come on. Trying to roll out of that. Ooh. Yeah, like, gonna get anywhere from this? I have my doubts. This largely just seems like a quest to nowhere. Just pain and suffering. Let's actually, before we get too far here, let's drop a manual save. Just in case. Because, yeah, things like that can happen. I think for the most part, though, yeah, we're just gonna head back down here. Oh, nope. That was the wrong time to jump. Wrong time to jump. Okay. Yep, and these are just the piratey areas we were in before. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ooh. Rolled out of it. Rolled out of it. Okay, so I think we've probably done just about everything that we are looking to do in this area then. And fortunately, we did find the fast travel spot around here. That should make it much easier for us to double back, or I didn't actually open the fast travel spot, but do we say walk this and then go around this way? I don't know. Because these are all mountains. We were basically trying to walk up this just then. And couldn't really be done. So I'm thinking it might actually be better to fast travel to the miners' camp. And then go to the west, northwest. Check this place out. I think this is where we found, what, the level 35 troll? Even though it was like a level 20-something quest. So we probably still aren't ready for that. But we could be ready for whatever we find here. I don't think we've been here yet. I may be wrong, though. I would expect for us to get some kind of marker here, though. So, and then further north to all this stuff, and then from there, back to Caer Trolda, I think. Maybe even try to find a way up here? I think this is all a humongous mountain, so not sure how we actually get to that. But, I think for that reason, let's actually activate the fast travel. And we will go, not here, but I think this might actually be a little bit more efficient. Okay. So, from here, now let's mark on our map where we want to go. And so we haven't actually gone all the way along this path. We, of course, were just at the Giant Toes area. So, I could maybe justify us at least taking a look over here. Go through, just check out what's here, double back a bit, and then head over to the western side, see what this is all about, Just a lot of circle-ish areas, or maybe even like take it like a circle, go clockwise around here, check what this is, then to the east, and instead of going here, keep on going, and then you start going here for a little bit, see what it's all about, and then that leaves us with, we'd still have to double back at some point to check out this area. So I think there's going to be at least a little bit of doubling back. Let's try going this way first. We'll go the clockwise route. Those are a bunch of wolves. They're kind of right where we're looking to go. So it's kind of hard to avoid the combat here. Hey, buddy. Hello. Goodbye. Excuse you. Come on. Okay, I believe that is all of them. Okay. Now let's head over here. And we're gonna go past the cave. We don't actually want to go there. We're just gonna keep on going in this direction. Because I still don't think we are ready for that cave. Interesting that our marker is actually telling us to cut through the woods there. I think I do want to stick largely on the path for now, though. This sounds like some kind of big enemy. Possibly a bear, in which case I'm not terribly interested, but if it's something other than that, then I might be. What are you? Sounds like... it is a bear. Okay. Yep, don't care much. If you're like an armored Arachus, for a second I thought it might have been some kind of insectoid like that. I think we actually have been up here, come to think of it. This does look familiar. Let's just take a brief look then.
Take that, you fool! You're dead.
Same thing each time.
Hunters.
Snares sprung.
Okay, I don't remember you though.
Bits of flesh.
So maybe we just didn't go all the way over here?
Come on, go. You gotta touch the wings.
Something I
Yeah,
know.
because we obviously would have gotten this marker.
What do you witchers do
Uncle
when
said
there are no
folk on the
battles?
continent
Maybe Lars will bring some
Giants.
hair hides back from the hunt. That could make me some muff.
Dirty oaf.
So,
Whoa, what a song.
let's see if there are any particularly interesting things for us to do here. Also, see if there are any guards who might get mad at us for stealing things. There were the guards near the entrance. There's you as well. So maybe we hold off on that for the time being. Let us see what else is in here. Likely more of the... Whoa, I was going to say alcoholic beverages, but that's not bad, though.
Well, my dad's off fighting the black ones.
Oh, sorry.
I could have married a continental man.
I suppose you could have. That's more along the lines of what I was expecting to see. Okay, and that's it for this building, though, it seems. Is there anything of note in here? Or is it basically just a bunch of buildings that we can loot for some beer and not much else? That's, at least at the moment, where things currently sit. Does look like it's actually, it's not that small. There's a fair number of buildings in here. That lootable as well? It's lighting up. There we go. Things over here? Nope. Not this time.
Call
Sorry.
that walking. Call that walking.
Can you toss
I'll
an
just
axe? My brother can.
Go straight through you while we're at it. Okay. Again, sure that guard has their back to us, but we probably don't want to do that. Mostly looking for someone to talk to who might have some quests or even a merchant for us to speak to. Which admittedly have not been paying too close attention to the people and their names. But I think we would get an indicator on our map if there were a merchant. And we'd get the exclamation point if there was someone who was looking to give us a quest. And haven't seen that yet. That's probably not going to give us much of anything. Can we even go in here? No. Got
Seems to
some
me
warrior
you're from
dudes.
afar.
You'll ever understand the Isles. This is Skelliger!
Anything in here? Besides your cool little boardwalk?
No poison, no
Oh, okay. No, we're not looking over there. See what people have to say about this village. This mountain settlement is home to tough folk of indomitable spirit, though they don't seem to want anything to do with us, unfortunately. So it does seem like there were more people over here. And this was the area where I was saying we probably weren't going to go down it just yet, so we probably wanted to check out this spot at least a little bit first. Well, let's see. More guards. Sure. But whoa! Here's the fork in the road. And that's a lot of insectoids taking down the deer. But that's the direction that I was saying we wait on. And at first we try this a bit. Just poke our heads over here. See if we were missing out on anything. Sounds like more Intrigas? Maybe in Intriga territory? Yeah, this looks like a pathway on our map. Not looking like a pathway now. Oh, because we're technically a little bit to the west of it. Technically, it's this. Anything of interest here, though? Besides the occasional Intriga? That's where our marker was. Oh, look at this. Maybe. Maybe we happened to put our marker in just the right spot, as it turns out. YUSTANNIA was a pirate born of a Skelliger from Clan Ancrate and a captive woman taken during a raid. In her time, she was feared on the continent from Ophir to Zangarbar. Don't know either of those places. Known for her skill as a navigator and unmatched master of various weapons, she quickly became the terror of the Great Sea. And when she returned to Skellige, they say this cave is where she hid her loot. Ah, okay, well we haven't found the cave yet. Well, here it is. That may have been the spot where the sun was supposedly shining before. Maybe we just take these guys out for a second. You're gonna try to poison us right now. Yep. Fortunately, that one did miss. Even though it seemed to be right on top of us. Whoa, look out. Also not the sign I meant to do, but we'll take it. Okay, one down. You're gonna poison us as well. I think you just missed on that. Ow. None of that, please. None of that. Got a little bit of poison on us. Not enough to be too concerning, though. Okay, mutagens. Okay. So I think we check this out. Seal up. And let's save in case we get ourselves into some trouble here, because we definitely could. Don't think we know anything about this place. My guess would be, again, it could potentially be the hiding place of some of the Witcher gear. That's oftentimes what we find whenever we find ourselves in one of these obscure yet surprisingly elaborate cave complexes. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Hold on. The Tamer. Sounds interesting, at the very least. It is also seems like...
Something here. Where's the
Yeah.
artifact Kira gave me?
I remember, I was looking at the map. Well, I guess we're not going to see this stuff in the map, but there was this little pathway here. What I was thinking was let's throw a torch back on, which we actually may be able to do from here. And this. There we go. So I don't know if this is actually the quote-unquote correct direction or not. At first I thought it wasn't, and so I was going to say, oh, let's just take a quick look over here. But given how long of a pathway this is looking increasingly like the correct way, which leads me to think that maybe we would rather just check out the other direction first, check that one off, and then spend more time in that other direction. Like, this looks pretty big, but maybe not. I don't know. May ultimately end up looping around. Cool. Some people.
No one will come crashing in on us.
Excuse me. This is looking like the real thing. Okay. Let's double back. Go the other way first. Oh, and we might have missed a chest over here as well. Aha. It's worth it for that reason, at the very least. Yeah, so that looks like the real thing. We'll go there. We already looted that chest. We'll go there once we see what the deal is on this side, and it may just loop around and end up in the same place. But we shall see. Decent loot there. Good loot there. Very good loot, actually. So at the very least, it does seem like it was a good idea to pop down here. Up some decent stuff. I still don't know what, if any, quest this is technically tied to, or if this will just give us something entirely new. Could be. What is that? Another illusion for us to
An
go
illusion.
through? Yeah. Okay. So, now what?